real-life historical figures who inspired fiction, and were somehow even weirder, packed with humor, wild twists, and wacky facts. You've heard of Dracula, you've heard of Sherlock Holmes, you've probably even heard of Mulan. But did you know the real people who inspired these fictional legends were somehow even more ridiculous, dramatic, and chaotic than their fictional versions? If this sounds like something you like, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. And don't forget to check out our sponsor. One of my favorites websites has all the tools you will need for free traffic, autoresponder, page builder, pop-up creator, link tracker, and 5 ways to earn money for free. The link is down in the description. Buckle up because today we're diving into the wacky world of real-life figures who inspired famous fictional characters, and they did not come to play. First up, Dracula. You know him, cape-wearing, blood-sucking, suave Eastern European vampire with a weird thing for necks. But the guy who inspired him, that would be Vlad the Impaler, a 15th century Wallachian prince with the subtlety of a chainsaw. This man earned his nickname by, well, impaling people, as in sharpened stake through your butt impaling. He once impaled 20,000 people outside his castle just to freak out an invading army. And guess what? It worked. The invaders took one look and went, you know what? Nope, but it gets better or worse. He allegedly dipped his bread in their blood during dinner like it was olive oil. So yeah, Bram Stoker looked at that and said, what if sexy vampire? Next, Sherlock Holmes, world's most famous detective, smokes a pipe, plays violin, solves crimes with vibes, the real inspiration. Dr. Joseph Bell, a 19th century Scottish surgeon. He was so good at diagnosing patients just by observing them that his students thought he might actually be a wizard. Ah yes, you walked here from Leith, stopped at the pub, and you're hiding a ferret in your coat pocket. He once identified a thief just by how he scratched his ear. Arthur Conan Doyle, Bell's student, basically went, cool, gonna write about you but with more cocaine. Because yes, Sherlock Holmes was canonically on cocaine. 7% solution, baby. You know Disney's Mulan, sword-wielding, gender-bending legend with a dragon sidekick and killer vocals? The real Mulan? Based on the ancient Chinese poem The Ballad of Hua Mulan, which plot twist does not feature a wisecracking lizard voiced by Eddie Murphy, but Mulan did exist, probably. She disguised herself as a man, took her aging father's place in the army, and served for 12 years without getting caught, her fellow soldiers. Clueless, Mulan. Oh no, I can't shower with you guys, I have mysterious allergies. When she finally revealed her identity, everyone was like, wait, you're a woman? And she said, yup, mic drop. She literally just went home after that. Before Batman, before Daredevil, before that kid in your high school who wore a cape, unironically there was Zorro. Zorro was inspired by a real outlaw named Joaquin Murrieta, aka the Mexican Robin Hood, aka the Masked Avenger of California, aka definitely the coolest guy in 1850. After his family was attacked by miners during the California Gold Rush, racism, still free and widely available, Murrieta allegedly went rogue, formed a bandit gang, and robbed corrupt officials to help his community. He was so notorious that California law enforcement chopped off a banditess head and put it in a jar, claiming it was Joaquin. Spoiler, it probably wasn't, but the jar toured the state like it was on a farewell tour, because apparently people in the 1850s were totally fine with, hey kids, let's go see the severed head. You know Dorian Gray, eternally young, morally bankrupt, has a painting that ages instead of him. Well, he might have been inspired by John Gray, a poet, model, and member of Oscar Wilde's extremely fabulous inner circle, Gray was so beautiful that strangers would just stare. Oscar Wilde once said he had the face of a Greek statue and the soul of a scented candle. Let's write a novel where a hot guy sells his soul to stay hot forever, and everyone else went. Sounds fake, but okay. Bonus fact, the real John Gray became a Catholic priest later in life. That's one heck of a character arc. Captain Jack Sparrow, rum-loving pirate with eyeliner, questionable hygiene, and charisma levels set to max. Turns out he was inspired by several pirates, but most notably Bartholomew. Black Bart Roberts. Roberts was the most successful pirate of the Golden Age. He captured over 400 ships and dressed like he was headed to a costume ball every day. Picture this, a 6-foot-tall man in a crimson jacket, feathered hat, and diamond jewelry, swinging a sword and yelling at people in perfect Welsh. He didn't even drink rum, he preferred tea, and unlike Jack Sparrow, who barely knew where he was half the time, Roberts ran a strict pirate ship with actual rules, including no gambling, no fighting on board, be in bed by 8 p.m. He was basically a sparkly sea librarian who happened to be really good at stealing ships. So there you have it, 6 fictional legends and the real-life lunatics, geniuses, and fashion-forward pirates who inspired them. Turns out real history is just fan fiction with more blood and fewer dragons. Now, before I finish this beautiful video, don't forget to check out our sponsor. It's called One Sign Up a Day Strategy. No opt-in needed, no gimmick. Simply download the PDF file and learn the tricks. The link is down in the description. Got a favorite real to fiction story we missed? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell like it's Vlad the Impaler on a bad day. Because sometimes truth is not just stranger than fiction, it's weirder, wilder, and a lot more stabby. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical, and never stop learning at History Motion Machine.